Kia ora. Hello. Atamarie. Good morning from Aotearoa, New Zealand, in the Southern Hemisphere. And good evening to all of you in the Northern Hemisphere. But no matter where we are or what time it is, it's always time for tea. I'm Pamela Meeking-Stewart. I'm a Druid, and I have been for about 20 years. I'm a life coach. I'm a grove leader in the Grove of the Summer Stars. And what else do I do? I'm a celebrant. I do lots of things. We get to my age, you actually are trained to do quite a lot of things. But most importantly, I guess, my passion, having learned many things following the forest path in Druidry, is that I am the originator and the producer of a special divination kit called the Well of Shagash. And this is so exciting because I think that there are a number of you who already have my divination kit, my Wheel of Shagash, and are using it. And I also do some reader training. This is what it looks like. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah. So, welcome to you all. This is a bit heart-stopping, but also I can't tell you how exciting it is. There is something about opening up to that communication and getting the feeling that you are all here. Oh, look, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, good morning. Now, Chris has a personal reader kit, and he was also one of my testers, which was just wonderful. Andre from the Netherlands, hello. And Katie, hi Kate, waves from West Michigan. Hi Kate. It's just really exciting. When Philip asked me if I would do it, you know, there is of course this heart-stopping thing of going, oh, but what an important thing to do. I think the things that we share in Druidry are, for me, most importantly, the wisdom of the trees. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about living treefully, which maybe sounds a bit strange, but I've run lots and lots of change management workshops, career management workshops for elements, but also in Druidry, working with the seasons. After all, we do 8 seasonal festivals. And so what is there to learn from that? What is the wisdom? Because I think that we are encouraged to be in the forest and to be aware of trees and plants, and it can be flowers, could be vegetables, but that growing, pulsing life force that flows through all of the trees, all of the beings, if you like, in the forest, taking a walk in the forest. And that's what helped me come to a simple understanding that this was also, the wisdom of the trees was also the wisdom of how not only we could live our lives, but actually the actual natural cycle of our lives. And not just a life, but all of the lives within our lives, if you like. There is a natural cycle, and the trees and the plants and the vegetables all understand this. We tend to stand back and go, oh, well, what will I do next? Maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. If we calm and listen to the trees, we have the most wonderful message, and that is that everything works in an order which I call seasonal, because the trees, the plants, vegetables, all dance to the seasons. They don't say, oh, okay, today I don't feel much like being a peach, so today I think I'll go backwards and I'll just be a blossom. Well, maybe I won't be anything. Maybe I'll just sort of be a bit of a stone or something, and I'll just sit and, can't be bothered today. Or it's too difficult today to move forward. Now, the trees don't do any of that. The trees just get on with it. And they do respond to different processes at different times of the year and the seasons. So what I wanted to talk about in terms of living treefully, and what the Wheel of Shagash is based on, what all of my change management and career management, life coaching is now based on, is this simplest of understanding. So where do we start? Well, I remember some weeks ago, Philip said that he, the most important thing for, was planning and spontaneity. Do we have too much of this? Do we have too much of that? Do we need either or both? And I thought that is such a good thing, because here in the cauldron, here is the cycle of the seasons, right? So the cauldron is this idea of the cycle of the seasons. And within the cauldron is the brew. So let's talk about this one first. So where do we start? It's all very well, because cycles go round and round and round and round and round. And where is the beginning? Well, if we ask the tree, or the runner bean, or the tomato, or the rose bush, they go, well, there's always, in every cycle of the seasons, there is a time of endings and beginnings, which I call decay and genesis. So it's the start. And where do we start? We start in winter, the time of decay and genesis, right? It's about being the seed. And in our language, we talk about the seed. We talk about the seed of an idea. So this is a cycle that doesn't just about our lives, but also about relationships in the same cycle, our job, an idea, a project, something that we're wanting to bring to manifestation, if you like, to bring to harvest. So let's just take that journey for a little while and see what the brew is. So if we start with decay and genesis, then we are the seed of an idea, the seed of a project, the seed of a relationship. It's winter. Now, does it feel like odd to start in winter? I know we think spring is the time, but winter is the time of potential and possibility, the time of initiation. So there we are, the seed beneath the soil. The seed is warm. The soil is warm. We are nurtured. We're dreaming our dreams. Right? We don't have to do anything. You know that wonderful time of winter when we can sit in front of the fire and we can, if you like, get out the seed catalogue and think about what we're going to plant. But at this point in winter, we are in potential and possibility. The seed is in potential and possibility. It's not thinking about what it's going to do, or how it's going to do it, or what people are going to say about it. It's dreaming its dreams. It is there in its potential and possibility. It's not just doing nothing. And then what happens? Still and deep beneath the earth, still in the time of winter, there is a spark of initiation, a spark of calling to moving on, to moving somewhere for the journey to start. Potential and possibility. And the little seed often sitting there becomes aware that there are others like it. Others. And there's marvelous books, isn't there, about, the secret life of trees and whatever, and that seeds and roots and whatever beneath the soil do communicate with each other. And I think that happens to us, that we have the seed of an idea, and working in that potential and possibility, we understand that actually there might be others we could talk to. There might be people who can help us to move the project forward. So what happens? We move into spring. And spring is the time of emergence. So here's the seed. Up above the soil it goes. Puts these two little green cotyledons above the soil. Spring, warm spring rain comes down, and the little plant goes, "Ooh, how exciting." Now this little plant is tender. So this is spring, is in the time of emergence, of emerging, but it's also the time of nurture and of heart, if you like. The little plant needs to be taken care of. It needs to be watered. It needs to be in fertile soil, into good soil that will feed it. And it grows. It feels the warmth, it feels the nurture of the rain, it feels the nurture of the soil, it feels the nurture often of the gardener. And it grows, 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 until it comes to another call. Because even in our seasonal cycles in Druidry, we talk about that the ceremony before always has the call of the next ceremony seasonally. And so the next call is, in fact, to come to summer. So we have grown and grown and grown, and we've put out blossom, right, possibly, and put out new little tender green leaves, whatever, and we come to summer. And we're called to maturation. I know. We go, oh, no, not that one. Yes, of course, because we are all moving, whether it's with our lives, with our relationships, with our project, towards best possible harvest, best possible manifestation. And so there we are in summer. Strong summer, strong sun, nowhere to hide. It is time to shed everything that is not necessary for best possible harvest. This is the time of maturation. It's also the time of, say, discipline or a little order. Like if we've been a tomato or a runner bean or whatever, then in the time of spring, we have grown and grown. We have spread ourselves all over the place. We have had a great time if we've been well nurtured. Coming into summer, what do we need to do for best possible harvest? We need to discipline. We need to get some discipline. Tomato, we need to pinch out the laterals. We need to erect the bean pole. We need order and discipline in order to mature our idea or our relationship, right, or our life. Right? Maturity. We all need to come to it. And sometimes it's not that comfortable, but actually what maturation is coming into its fullness, the fullness of ourselves, the fullness of our idea, to start to understand what is necessary to manifest and what we can leave behind. Okay. And sometimes who we can leave behind. And the tree or the plant in nature, in the forest, will also shed what is not necessary in order for it to produce the best possible harvest. So there we are in summer. Okay? We're learning a little discipline. We're starting to get ourselves ready for harvest. We are ripening. We are ready almost for, if we're a rose, for full bloom. And the call of autumn, we move into it. This is the time of manifestation, of harvest, but also of giving ourselves a pat on the back and going, hey, We made it. We followed the process fed us, and we produced what it is that we set out to produce, right? Or to grow or to harvest. So, forwards with the seasons, right? Winter is initiation or potential and possibility, if you like. We move to spring. Spring is emergence and also nurture. We move to summer, maturation, and maybe a little discipline, a little order. And we move to autumn, and autumn is manifestation, and autumn is harvest. How am I going for time? Right. So I could go on and on, as you can see, about this, but hopefully on your walk down the forest path, you can be open to those things, and to hopefully that's helpful. Now, one of the things that I did want to do, and have I managed to find it? Yes, is to take us into a little meditation. Okay, and I've written it down. It's one I've used before, and it's taking us into full bloom. And so I want you to imagine, and you can do this if you use with eyes open or eyes closed, but the thing is just to be comfortable. And I'm going to take you on the journey of the wild rose, because I think as forest walkers, we are wild roses, right? We don't like a lot of discipline. We don't like a lot of being hemmed in. We probably aren't standard roses, but I think we all can be beautiful wild roses. So just might like to take time to settle yourself in a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if you like, or not. If you don't close your eyes, you might like to just defocus. It's a lovely way of just helping the visioning. So just feel the full support of your chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, just be aware of what's beneath you and become aware of your breath. And just feel the center of your being. You're walking in a magical garden. This is a garden within the forest, but it's magical because there may be plants that you don't recognize. There are trees, there are plants, there are bushes. Just take your time to enjoy the colors and the fragrance and the stability and the strength of all of those things that you find in your magical forest garden. And as you walk, you find beautiful wild roses nestling beneath a strong tree. They could be magical wild roses. They could be not any rose I've ever seen before. And you're drawn to a particular bush, and it's in full bloom. And you admire the color of the petals, and you smell the beautiful scent. Just note its qualities. And you notice the rosebuds on the bush. And then you realize you are actually one of those beautiful buds. A magical rosebud on a magical wild rose tree. Feel your new rosiness and how connected you are to the rest of the rose bush. Feel your roots reaching down to the earth. Become aware of the rhythms and flow of nutrient-containing sap feeding you. Your rosebud is closed and enveloped by its green sepals. Now imagine that the sepals start to open. They start to turn back and reveal the petals inside. Tender, delicate, still closed. And now the petals themselves, your petals, slowly begin to open. And as they do so, you become aware of a blossoming also occurring in the depths of your being. You feel that something in you is opening and coming to light. Notice how each stage of the opening feels. Take your time. Just feel that opening. The blossoming is also occurring in the depths of your being. Something is opening and coming to light. More opening and opening. Just feel that as the petals unfurl. And you feel the warmth of the sun. You are now a full blooming rose. How does it feel compared to when you were a bud? Allow yourself to fully experience being a wild rose. Absorb its quality. What is its message or its gift for you on this day? Just gently come back, be aware of your surroundings in this room, and also to feel the presence of other wild roses all around the world who have participated in this meditation with you. Beautiful wild roses in full bloom, every one of you. And I realize that we're running out of time, so I just wanted to I haven't had a chance, because it's a bit disconcerting, to actually go reading all of the people. So I will actually, when we've finished here, I will go in and I will reply to you and say hi. But just to finish off, this is for the day. This is a poem I wrote on a full moon about a rose, about being a rose. So here to all you beautiful roses in full bloom, this is what I wrote. No storm wind can haunt me now. I am in harmony with the seasons and with myself. I see the elegance of the eternal pattern, and within it I am in full bloom. Dead heads are cut away, sylphs and zephyrs dance around my head. And to those who seek me, I say, enjoy my perfume, my shade, my beauty. But most of all, seek my wisdom of the world, of belonging. We are not separate. We belong together. I offer myself to you, sweet and rich, full bloom under a full moon. It's been lovely spending time with you. We'll meet again. Goodbye for now.